The second factor that one should also not underestimate, and I think that is very rarely understood in Ukraine, is the enormous strategic provincialism that we still have in Germany that is nowadays changing. There is a discussion in Berlin about German strategic provincialism, but it's still there, and it has a lot to do with this pacifism, again, with the legacy of World War II. And which simply means that Germany has become used after World War II to following in its major geopolitical decisions the lead of other Western powers, in particular of the US, and following into the line that is basically formulated either in Washington or in Brussels. A second aspect of this strategic provincialism is also the enormous, I would say, or significant, I would even say enormous emphasis in German foreign policy on Europeanization, on conducting foreign policy not as a national power, but through the organs and through the European Union, and through a consensus of at least the major member countries of the European Union. And that is, of course, a problem insofar as the European Union is not a consolidated foreign actor. The European Union is in many regards a supranational actor, for instance, in foreign trade, but it is not a supranational actor in the conduct of its foreign and security policies, and therefore has to rely on consensus or on partial at least alliances, which is also something that creates limitations for German activity abroad, and that is also something that goes very deeply into the sort of the foreign policy views of all the major parties, that German foreign policy has to be European foreign policy, and it has to be coordinated, especially with France, but also with other members of the European Union, and which then leads to this sort of very moderate and hesitant foreign behavior.